All right, this is your last passage of the test. You guys are going to do great. You just got a little bit more to do. Remember, you're going to read and annotate this passage and write a genre-based thinking job at the end. Letter A, Lincoln, by Abraham Lincoln. This letter was written by Abraham Lincoln to his stepbrother, John Johnson, in 1851. In the letter, Lincoln responds to his stepbrother's request for a loan. Remember, a loan means that his brother was asking him for money. Dear Johnston, your request for $80 I do not think it best to comply with now. At the various times when I have helped you a little, you have said to me, "We can get along very well now." But in a very short time I find you in the same difficulty again. Now this can only happen by some defect in your conduct. What that defect is, I think I know. You are not lazy, and still you are an idler. I doubt whether since I saw you, you have done a good whole day's work in any one day. You do not very much dislike to work, and still you do not much work merely because it does not seem to you that you could get much for it. This habit of uselessly wasting time is the whole difficulty. It is vastly important to you, and still more so to your children, that you should break the habit. It is more important to them because they have longer to live and can keep out of an idle habit before they are in it, easier than they can get out after they are in. You are now in need of some money. What I propose is that you shall go to work tooth and nail for somebody who will give you money for it. Let father and your boys take charge of your things at home. Prepare for a crop and make the crop. You go to work for the best money wages, or in discharge of any debt you owe that you can get. And to secure you a fair reward for your labor, I now promise you that for every dollar you will, between this and the 1st of May, get for your own labor, either in money or as your own indebtedness, I will then give you one other dollar. By this, if you hire yourself at $10 a month, from me you will get 10 more, making $20 a month for your work. In this, I do not mean you shall go off to St. Louis or the lead mines or the gold mines in California, but I mean for you to go at it for the best wages you can get close to home in Coles County. Now, if you will do this, you will be soon out of debt, and what is better, you will have a habit that will keep you from getting in debt again. But if I should now clear you out of debt, next year you would be just as deep in as ever. You say you would almost give your place in heaven for $70 or $80. Then you value your place in heaven very cheap. For I am sure you can, with the offer I make, get the $70 or $80 for 4 or 5 months' work. You say if I will furnish you the money, you will deed me the land, and if you don't pay the money back, you will deliver possession. Nonsense. If you can't now live with the land, how will you then live without it? You have always been kind to me, and I do not mean to be unkind to you. On the contrary, if you will but follow my advice, you will find it worth more than 80 times $80 to you. Affectionately, your brother, A. Lincoln. All right, pause right here. This is a real letter from history. You're going to write your genre-based thinking job in this blank space. So pause the video to give yourself time and then push play when you're ready to answer your last set of questions. Right, remember as you work on these questions, you're getting a grade for your testing strategies. So after I read the question, you're going to want to pause the video and use your strategies. Number 7, read the sentence from paragraph 2. And to secure you a fair reward for your labor, I promise you that for every dollar you will, between this and the 1st of May, get for your own labor, either in money or as your own indebtedness, I will then give you one other dollar. What is the meaning of the word secure as it is used in this sentence? A, refuse. B, guarantee. C, fasten for. D, protect from. Number 8, which detail in the letter best suggests the type of relationship Lincoln and his stepbrother may have? A, Lincoln demands that Johnston work for the money. B, Lincoln recommends that Johnston find a job close to home. C, Lincoln says he does not mean to be unkind to Johnston. D. Lincoln advises that Johnston will have his sons raise the crop. Number 9. Select 2 ways Lincoln develops the idea that he means well and wants to help Johnston. A. He describes precisely what he will do to assist. B. He refers Johnston to some jobs he knows about. C. He points out the benefits of following his advice. D. He comments on Johnston's character and work habits. E. He promises to take care of Johnston's children. Number 10. The following item has 2 parts. Answer part A and then answer part B. Part A. Which statement is a central idea of Lincoln's letter? A. If Johnston succeeds in sticking with a job until a certain date, Lincoln will pay him $20. B. If Johnston is not able to earn enough to pay his debts, Lincoln will make up the difference. C. Lincoln will match whatever money Johnston makes over the next few months. D. Lincoln will assist Johnston in finding work close to home at the best possible wages. Part B. Which detail from paragraph 2 best supports the correct answer to part A? A. What I propose is that you shall go to work tooth and nail for somebody who will give you money for it. B. Let father and your boys take charge of your things at home, prepare for a crop, and make the crop. C. And to secure you a fair reward for your labor, I now promise you that for every dollar you will, between this and the 1st of May, get for your own labor, either in money or as your own indebtedness, I will then give you $1. D. In this, I do not mean you shall go off to St. Louis or the lead mines or the gold mines of California, but I mean for you to go at it for the best wages you can get close to home in Coles County. Number 11. In Lincoln's view, why would it be nonsense for Johnston to deed his land to Lincoln, or to give his land to Lincoln? A. Since Johnston and his family could use the land for crops, they would be in even worse shape without the land. B. If Johnston could not repay the debt he would owe to Lincoln, then he would lose his land anyway. C. Since Lincoln has no need for farmland, there is no need for Johnston to consider giving the land away. D. If Johnston could not repay the debt to Lincoln, then he should sell the land to pay off the loan. Number 12. How does Lincoln organize the ideas in the letter? A. By listing flaws in Johnston's character and then addressing them one by one. B. By describing Johnston's problem and then offering a number of solutions. C. By comparing and contrasting Johnston's character and work ethic with his own. D. By explaining the steps Johnston should take in chronological order. That is the end of your IA. If you have any time left, I highly suggest going over and looking over answers so that we can beat all the other schools and all the other classes.